What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter, and I did a blog earlier today about the legends, of FBG. Cash lost his life. A lot of people been speaking on him. I want to tell you something. It's a person in FBG who I think has been forgotten in a lot of this shit. It's a person in the culture who I believe is a legend in this shit, who a lot of people probably ain't gave him his flowers because he's still in this shit doing the music shit. That's a guy by the name of FBG Bigga. I believe he's a guy who's been left in the backtrack when it comes to the speaking of the legends, especially in that crew of FBG. When you look at these platforms, it's a lot of people speak to members and shit, especially the legends of this shit who's been in this shit, documented, and they deserve those platforms. Take guys like King Yella, a legend in this shit. King Yella is one of the guys who gave me an opportunity early in my career to get an interview to kind of help me and shit like that. Guys like Billionaire Black who helped me early in my career with interviews and shit like that. Those guys I stamped in the culture. Pretty sure they got good stories that can tell you a lot about the culture. But a lot of those guys have moved away too, though. A lot of those guys understood that the violence was out here to get the fuck on. It's guys that's still out here that has that name in FBG like Bigga. Bigga is still out here in the Chicago streets, still affiliated, close friend of Duck. He's been here since the beginning. Now, I don't know if he's an original member, but hell, if it's anybody who's been in the crew a long time, it's him. He's been here a good 10, 11 years as far as seeing him in pictures, videos with Duck, pictures of Can't Get Right. He recently got new songs with FBG Cash. He was in the mix when a lot of guys wasn't in the mix. I think Cash Out Death kind of affects him too. When a lot of people speak on the story of FBG, they kind of leave Bigga out, in my opinion. That's just in my opinion. I understand a lot of people is deep in you gotta be from 63rd, but like I say, Bigga is one of the guys that's from another area who is like, honorary member in that shit for a long ass time. They ops is his ops. His ops is they ops. It's been like that. It is no way around it. I think a lot of people get that confused in interviews because we know the main members like Dutchy and Young. Then we know how Cash came and shit like that. But I think a lot of people forget Bigga was here. He took a lot of losses too. Duck was his brother. He got love for Cash. He knew to get rights. He knew those guys. It's all on 63rds, including his guys from the OTE side. So I get an opportunity. I'm gonna try to reach out to Bigga. I actually had an opportunity to interview him a little while ago on our YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to get an opportunity to speak with him again. I heard through the grapevine that he was on house arrest or something like that. I'm gonna try to get an opportunity to speak with him. Maybe he all for it. Maybe it was just rumors or something. But I'm gonna try to reach out to him because I think he got a lot of great stories in the drill culture. And I think a lot of people forget, this guy was there when a lot of people wasn't there. It's a lot of people asking people questions. And they right to ask him. But Bigga is still here. He has LBG on his name. I think Bigga would do a good job on a lot of these platforms, if you want to know what's happening at the right now. Now, if you want to know the overall, then cool, you got the legends. You're going to get them dope stories because I love hearing the interviews with the legends. I think a lot of these guys like Dutchy are legends and Young when it comes to the drill culture. Now, that street shit, I ain't got no fight in that. But I think guys like Bigga, who's still out here in the mix, who's been around for 10 years plus, who got LBG in front of his name, just imagine the dope stories that guy got. And I'm pretty sure he heard about this news, Cash. But subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep you updated on this. It's the homie Truth. Bleh.